Everyone, features a 50 back with another deck review. Right now we're looking at the Plain Arts Special Edition. Just looked at the third edition. This is the fourth, or kind of the fifth, if you wanted to call it that, because there was two versions of the first edition. Anyway, not sure why it's called the Special Edition. Why it's not the edition 4. Maybe it's the last one. I don't know. Maybe it's just a Special Edition. I really don't know how it's special, considering it's basically the same thing as the other. It's just Plain Art Special Edition on the front. A lot of interesting colors and shapes and kind of, I guess, abstract art on there. It says Plain Arts on the one side. You see the artwork on the other side and on top. Bottom says made by the USBC. The back, like the other one, says from the Two of Clubs to the Ace of Spades. Each card in this deck has been individually designed by one of the 55 selected international artists in their distinct style and technique. Plainarts.com/special. No seal, and you get the artwork on the flaps and just a standard USB-C tuck case. There goes the tuck case. This one, you do not get free jokers, you only get 2. Instead, you get an ad card, which says a deck of playing cards by 55 artists. Plain Arts Special Edition, plainarts.com. Excuse me. And here's the back design. Very interesting, very cool, very colorful. And the borders are very nice. They're pretty close to being 90% perfect. But it's a pretty cool back design. And you get the card again that tells you who all the designers are, all the artists. And they're from all over the world. Asia, Europe, South America, North America. Pretty much everywhere. No one in this one that really comes to mind that I would recognize from any other decks. Like in the other deck. And there's the back design on this. The Joker, the first Joker in this one, got black stars and it's pretty bizarre looking. Happy little fella. And the other one is a little bit more dead with red stars in the corner. And then here's the Ace of Spades. It's bizarre. Some kind of a, I don't know what it is. With a dagger going through the bottom. Pirate type stuff. Looks like a skull almost. And look at the other ones. Like I said, I don't know what makes this special compared to the other decks. It's just as weird. It's the same type of thing. That's almost kind of similar. That would actually be an interesting idea for a deck almost. I mean, the artwork's pretty good. Not sure what the theme is. Fishing. That's pretty cool. Architectural. Interesting. Oh, look at that. A bunny with antlers. Is this Cheerios? Donuts? Another one is a third diamond we've seen that has a diamond shaped piece of artwork on it. Not very original if everyone's doing the same thing. That guy's kind of got a strange haircut. And these cards, unlike some other decks, it's not transformation. It's just artwork and maybe some pips in there. That's just kind of weird. The pips are underneath the card. I prefer transformational decks myself because they're a little bit more functional and usable. With the pips, the artwork kind of fitting around the pips. These ones aren't quite as bizarre as the other deck. Somewhat, but not as bizarre, I don't think. Foxy. Oh. Lots of suicide going on there. Or homicide, really. This one's interesting. All sorts of cool stuff going on. This deck and the other one. All of them, really. And each one has a different distinct, unique back design. As we saw this one and the last one. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, that's 10 different types of clubs or weapons that can be used as clubs. That's kind of cool. Here's the question. If somebody were to tell you to design a specific card, what card would it be? What would you design? I wouldn't mind if people wanted to give some opinions on that. Anyways, the cards are bicycle stock, Ericus and Finis. Centered half decently. They handle pretty good. Very colorful, especially in the back design. Pops a lot. I really like this back design. It's probably one of my favorites in this whole series. But that is that. It's a pretty nice deck. Mostly good for anyone who's into collecting artistic type work. Not so good for people looking for a deck that they want to use to play poker or other card games. I wouldn't use this because it's too confusing. Overall, I would say whatever I said for the last one, I think it was 7.5 out of 10. It's good. The artwork is very nice. Very interesting. I can't fault the artwork. It's just not too functional as a deck of cards. But overall, pretty cool. Check it out. Playing cards. Playing Arts. PlayingArts.com, not playing cards. It's Playing Arts. The link will be in the description. Check out collectibleplayingcards.com, of course, as well. Use the code VJose32 to save 10% on your help at the channel at the same time. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thumb up. Do all that good stuff. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.